Ladies and gentlemen, it's September 8th, 2020. We're going to do a tour of the Stanley Israelite Norwich Business Park, better known as the Industrial Park in Norwich, Connecticut today. I'm going to try to cover as much ground as I can up there. And try to document all the businesses and all the industry and everything else that's up there. First things first, let's take a right out of the box here. We got guys doing yard work over here. Southeastern Connecticut Council of Governments, 5 Connecticut Avenue. All right, I don't know. I've never been up here before. This is an adventure. I have no idea what the story is. There seems to be some building up here. Cars. All right, I'm just basically going to turn around. It's a very stark looking building. From this angle, I'm sure it's much nicer in the front. But it's kind of overgrown, a lot of trees and everything up here, but that's fine. We got to look at it. SCC OG, I believe, are the initials on the front door of that building. SCCOG, South Eastern Connecticut Council of Governments. That's where they're housed out of in Norwich. Whoa, okay. Cars flying down the road here. I'm on Connecticut Avenue right now. This is in the Norwich Town section of Norwich, Connecticut. All right, Dodd Stadium is up here. There's a sign for that on the right. This is Carlin Construction Entrance. That's the sign. I'm basically going to be doing a lot of sign reading today. This is a very large factory of some kind. Construction. And I'm just going to turn around. It says there's a big sign on the side of the building. We are moving to 315 West Main Street, Norwich, Connecticut. As of January 27, 2020. Well, that's a date that's passed. So whoever was in that office on the side of the building, I'm going to assume that they already moved. Seems to be big trucks back here. I'm not 100% sure if I'm even allowed to go back here, but why not? Let's try it out. Royal Fire Equipment. Kind of a new parking lot back here. Big trucks, loading docks, and some more trucks that say Royal Fire Equipment Company on the side. So the bottom line is I really have no idea what's going on in that building. But there it is. It's large. It says Carlin Construction, so whatever, you know. Some building up on the hill there. It looks like I don't know what it is, a power station or not 100% sure. It's a nondescript looking building surrounded by chain link fence. All right, let's take a right. This thing says dead end. Senior Resources Agency on Aging, Alzheimer's Association, Disability Network. There's apparently a radio station up here. Okay, first one on the right, Nutmeg Companies, 1 Ohio Avenue. Up in this area is the ICF Group, Senior Resources Agency on Aging, Alzheimer's Associates, Disability Network, Eastern Connecticut, and CRIS Radio. Those are the businesses that are apparently in this building as we drive up here right at this moment. I think I'll just go around the back. I don't know. This road seems to lead around to this very large structure of some sort. Metal structure back there. I don't know what that is. But there's cars up here. I mean, there's people working up here right now. Seems to be another loading dock. Quite large in the back here. Shipping and receiving sign on the door. Anyways, let's a look at that building. Part of the industrial park located in Norwich, Connecticut. It's a nice, very comfortable day. It's 77 degrees right now. This is Nutmeg Companies Incorporated. All right. I've never been up here before. I don't know what Nutmeg Companies Incorporated does. It says general contractors, mechanical contractors. So they're general contractors of some sort. But there it is. As we descend down a large hill, Ohio Avenue is the name of this little street. And we're going to go right back up the hill here. This is a huge hill that leads into the industrial park. All right, let's cover it all. We got to take a little right here. I'll just zoom in on this thing. New England Glass Company. There it is. I'm going to get right out of here. But this is a really good glass company. I've purchased from them over the years. Big plates of glass, custom made, mirrors, any kind you want, beveled, and whatever you want, they'll do it. Custom. Any size, anything you want, these guys will make it. If it has anything to do with glass, mirrors, any size. The work they did for me over the years, a few things. They were fantastic. I'm turning left into it says Welcome VFW Post 594, Veterans of Foreign Wars. So this is a VFW right here. And the name on the front of the building is Richard E. Horrigan Veterans of Foreign War Post 59. So we got to look at that. Never been up here before. A lot of these places, I mean, you see them over the years, you drive around, but I've never actually pulled into this place. So, this is kind of an adventure for me and hopefully everybody watching. I mean, the industrial park could be, I guess you could consider it kind of a, not the most exciting video or place to ride around in the world, but okay, I'm pulling into 40 Connecticut Avenue. There are doctors in here. Edward Lim, retina specialist, Claris Health Alliance, Kevin Cranmer, United Services Incorporated. So there's doctors back here, medical professionals. This is some form of a medical building. It's a beautiful building. Wow. Again, I've never seen this before in my life. It's relatively new construction. Let me turn around in the parking lot over here. I don't know if there's another building up there or not. There might be. If we're going to cover everything, we should go up here. What's up here? I do not know. Let's find out. All right, there's a building. That just looks like storage of some sort. So we don't have to worry too much about that. Anyways, this is the a side look at the doctor's offices that are up here. And again, it's a nice modern brick building with beautiful windows in the front, and very shady up here, kind of a country atmosphere. We haven't even made it up the big hill yet, so let's jump back on that. And all right, there's something on the right hand side up here. What is this? I'm not going to pull in there because it looks too difficult to get in and out of. There's no name, there's no sign, so I'm going to have to assume that building is currently unoccupied right now. Don't know. I mean, there may be somebody in there, but there's no sign indicating the name of the business. Again, big signs up here. Norwich Business Park, and forget it. There's a whole host of names on that sign down there that would probably take me a half an hour to read them all. I'm pulling into Summit Fitness and Sports Center. This has been a kind of an athletic workout facility for many, many years in Norwich. It's been a number of different things. I don't even know the names. Maybe Workout World was up here, and other ones before that. Racquetball and tennis and pools, swimming pools and all kind of stuff in there. But it's changed hands a few times over the years. Okay, let's pull out of this road here. And, all right. We're going to cover the territory. We got to jump down this left here. Woods Drive. Looks to be, okay, Norwich Woods is the name of this place. And it seems to me, judging by the naked eye, that it's an apartment complex of some sort. In other words, people live here. Or condominiums, maybe, but I'm going to just guess that these are apartment buildings. And I'm going to turn around. They have underground wiring up here. They have nice little decks. These are relatively new buildings. Seems to be new construction. It seems like they have gas as a fuel system to heat the apartments, natural gas. Judging by the some of the machinery outside, it looks like they have central air conditioning as well. Let's jump back out on the main road in the industrial park. And what do we have on our right? Thames, let me read this. Thames Printing Company Incorporated. Now, that looks like an older sign. I don't know if it's still Thames Printing Company. I don't know. Maybe it is. This is 1 Wisconsin Avenue. It looks like a nondescript building. Okay, over here it says Charles River. So maybe the name of this business is Charles River. I don't know. It's a huge building. The occupancy, if it was fully occupied, there'd be a lot more cars up there, but there's something going on. Charles River. Charles River Shipping and Receiving. So there's something going on there. Maybe I'll have to look that up later on, or Google it or something, but I'm not familiar with that. This is FedEx, the FedEx building. FedEx Shipping Center. And I'm going to pull out of here and proceed up the road, documenting more businesses. This is on Dominican Drive. across the way here, a lot of these buildings are, when I say nondescript, you know, I mean kind of minimalist design. It's basically a large, to the left, a large white building. It says S&S Worldwide. Now, what does that mean, S&S Worldwide? Well, apparently it's the name of the company, but it's kind of vague. S&S Worldwide. You know, there's no description of what S&S is. It's just two letters and worldwide. I mean, to me, I have no idea what they're doing in that building. I'm sure it's functional and operational. There's cars out in the parking lot there. People must be working there. And I'm sure it's a fine business, but I mean, how could anybody know what it is with S&S Worldwide as the only information? Okay, here we go. St. Jude Common is down here. All right, let's pull into... Okay, these are apartments. These have been up here for many, many years. People live in these apartments, a big apartment complex. But there was a sign out front with an arrow pointing this way that said St. Jude Commons. So I'm going to have to assume that somewhere down the end of this road is St. Jude Commons. Maybe it's to my right there, possibly. Okay, there it is, St. Jude Common. First time I've ever been here, I've heard of it. I believe it's a apartment complex, maybe assisted living, or I don't know if it's assisted living or, you know, elderly housing of some kind. But there's the building right there, St. Jude Common. And there's a lot of cars up here. They have nice, kind of like a little porch or a little deck coming off the apartment. You can go out there and sit outside, and it's a very nice wooded area, a lot of shade back there, very pleasant. But that's St. Jude Commons. It's an important place in Norwich because if you're, you know, getting on in years and you need a place to live, maybe you can't drive anymore, or, you know, whatever the case may be, that's a possibility right there for a place to live. Now look at this. Here's another, when I say nondescript, I mean nondescript. This is basically a square building with no windows and just nothing going on. I mean, employees only. All visitors are to use the main entrance. All right, let's try to find the main entrance. Wait a minute. Let me back up here a little bit. Norwich Public Utilities has an enormous... oh, good. Maybe I can get out this way. Norwich Public Utilities has a huge tank. Maybe it's natural gas. I don't know. The sign out front, it says no smoking, no trespassing. That kind of makes sense. It says Norwich Department of Public Utilities Gas Division. So yeah, natural gas, I guess. All right, here's this building over here, Sheffield Pharmaceuticals. Okay, finally, we got a little description here. Sheffield Pharmaceuticals. This is another incredibly minimalist building with like no windows or... I mean, wow. How many buildings do you ever see that have absolutely no windows at all? There's got to be a reason for it. But this place has something to do with pharmaceutical. Either pharmaceutical equipment or pharmaceutical, you know, medications, or don't know. It's on 9 Wisconsin Avenue. Okay, let's... Whoa. The hills around here are steep, and the exits off of these buildings are extreme. People walk up here for exercise. It's a really nice place to do that. You can walk, you can jog, I mean, whatever you want. Let's see. All right, I'm going to take a right and see what we have up this. Okay, no outlet. That's all right. We're doing a sweep of all the buildings, so, all right, welcome to Frito-Lay. Well, that's good. I think I'm, everybody knows what Frito-Lay is. They sell, they got trucks up here, Doritos, Lay's potato chips, Sun chips, and apparently this is a business up here that has something to do with loading up trucks filled with Fritos and all kind of other good stuff and shipping it out. All right, Donovan Marine truck entrance. It's kind of a, I'm not going to go up there, but, oh, there it is, Donovan Marine. Let's pull in here. Donovan Marine. I'm going to use logic and figure out that this has something to do with the marine industry, the boating industry, or something, regarding life on the water. I don't know, marine industry. Could be anything. But it has something to do with, marine industry products. Meadow Ridge Apartment Homes. All right. Speed limit 5 miles per hour. Future resident parking. Sign to my right. All right. They look to be, apartments. Really nice, very beautiful grounds. Everything's maintained. The grounds are maintained very, very, very nicely. It goes on for quite a distance, but it's all pretty much the same. Right there, right smack in front of you. Nice trees and beautiful lawn. Looks to be a really nice place to live. Brand new roofs. The siding is all in very good condition. These are premium, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, just driving around, looking around at them for the first time ever. They look really nice. And they're located in the industrial park in Norwich, Connecticut. All right, let's see what we got. Meadow Ridge, that's the name of that complex. Okay, if I take a left, this is going to bring me into IWD, International Wire Dyes. Comcast, now known as Xfinity, used to be up here, but they moved to Groton. Now it is a, something to do with dyes. Is that metal work or? I don't know. That's another one I do not know. But there it is. What happens if I go left? I mean, it said no outlet, so eventually I'm going to run out of territory here. All right, straight ahead. I got a stop sign here. Ferguson. There's a big building that says Ferguson. To my left, and okay, that's the address. 243 Ferguson. Name of the business in that structure is American Systems. What is American Systems? I have no idea. I'm going down a road here. Okay, there's literally nothing down here as far as I can see. Unless it leads me to, okay, it does. It leads me to some apartment complex. There's a lot of people that live up here. I was never really aware of this. I've never been down here, and I'm going to turn around. But we got to look at it. So apparently if you live in Norwich and you want to rent an apartment or condo, the industrial park area has a lot to offer. We're way up on the top of a hill. Ferguson Avenue extension to my left. More apartments. But let's go down to American Systems. Again, another nondescript building, you know, with a nondescript name. American Systems. There's no indication of what they make and what they do up here, but it's got a gigantic parking lot, which is kind of goes on forever here. There's again the side of the building, no windows. So it's almost, it seems like a large company. I mean, there's no question about that. It's a huge building. But I mean, realistically, I have no idea what they do. I don't see how anybody could know what they do just based on the sign, but whatever. We're here to do a tour of the industrial park. And that's what we're doing. So we cover this street pretty thoroughly. Hilltop Road, by the way, that's the name of this particular street or road. All right, let's go straight ahead. I mean, man, this is the industrial parks are really. I never realized how large it was. It's a gigantic. What is this? There's another white nondescript building. I keep using the word nondescript or minimalist because, no, let's see, visitor parking, private property, UPS and stuff, whatever. I don't know if I'm supposed to be up here. Probably not. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna turn around. But there's a building of some kind that I have no idea what's going on. It looks unoccupied. There's no cars around. It's pretty much empty. And I have no idea what is going on there at the moment. All right, let's take a right, head down the road, see what we got. Okay, this seems to be a large building again. Speed limit 10 miles per hour. There's no sign, nothing out here indicating what this is. It's a huge one-level structure. Big parking lot, cars in the parking lot, but the parking lot's, nowhere near full. Let's see if I can swing around, get a look at the name of this place. Okay, I see no signs indicating what the name of this company happens to be, which is, on the face of it, very unusual. I mean, to me, like if somebody came up here, how would they know? I mean, for example, me right now, I'm looking around at this place and there's no indication of what is going on in that building. It's a company of some kind, obviously. There's cars here. People work here. What do they do there? What is manufactured there? What is the name of the place? I have absolutely no idea. All right, well, wait a minute. There's a sign down here. What does it say? No, it just says shipping and receiving. That doesn't really help us. So I have no idea what the name of that building is. All right, here we go. There's another building. This is basically just a large building with New Park Avenue. This is just a place that I'll whip around real quick. It's empty. It used to be Connecticut Community Care Incorporated and EWIB, Eastern Connecticut Workforce Investment Board. I mean, it may or may not be occupied. You can't see through the windows. It's empty. There's only one truck in the parking lot right now here. So I don't think, I don't know if I can go right or not. Maybe I can. I don't know. I have no idea what's up here, if anything. Okay, this says Frontier. This says private property. I gotta turn around. No trespassers. Violators will be towed. Alright, it's a nice looking modern building that has no name on the front, and I have, again, no idea what it is. When I drove in, it did say Frontier. So, I mean, maybe. It's Frontier, I think provides DSL service and maybe phone service in the Norwich area. So thus far, there's a lot of buildings in the industrial park, at least to the naked eye, or me driving around, that, all right, here's another place. Speed limit 10 miles an hour. I mean, again, there's no name. I'm driving around all these buildings, there's no names. There's addresses, big giant signs with the address of the road for deliveries. Okay, this is the same place I just drove through, so I'm not going to go down here again. But it's a different entrance, so it's a huge company with an enormous parking lot. And we don't know the name of it. I certainly don't know the name of it, because there's no signs indicating the name of the building. Maybe there's a sign over here. What does this sign say? Nothing. It says 100 Winnenden Road Deliveries. It's almost as if, there's like top secret stuff going on up here, and they don't want people to know about it, but obviously that's not the case. But all right, on the right, coming up, there's a sign, Orthopedic Partners, formerly Norwich Orthopedic Group, 82 New Park Avenue. It's a doctor's office. I'm going to turn around and get right out of here. But anyways, there's an orthopedic doctor in there. Or several. There's several orthopedic doctors in that building. And, they got real strict COVID barriers and things up here. How do you get out of here? I got to get out of here without violating any rules or regulations, if that's possible. I'm, swinging around through cones. It's like a obstacle course, but that's a good thing. They're all set up for COVID-19 testing due to the global pandemic of the coronavirus that we're living through right now. All right, I'm driving down a big hill, New Park Avenue. All right, what's to my right? I'm taking kind of a sharp turn here. Eminem Transport Services. All it is a bunch of big trucks that are parked here, so I don't know. on the right is, let's pull in here real quick. Eminem Transport Services Incorporated. So they have giant trucks that transport, goods, apparently from point A to point B, or, make giant deliveries to businesses and companies. It's kind of a nice view right there. All right, let's see. Elijah Brook, assisted, let me read that sign. Access Senior Housing of Franklin Incorporated. So this is probably Franklin, Connecticut. I think we're out of Norwich. That's how big this industrial park is. There's an assisted living facility up here that I was up to this point unaware of. Let me hone in on that sign. Elijah Brooks Access Senior Housing. All right. It's very nice up here. They have a flower garden, and it's really a beautiful building. Very nice. I mean, got a nice deck out front. Very well maintained, very well kept. Hopefully I'm not going out of a one-way, no, this is two-way traffic. But anyways, that's the Elijah Brook Senior Housing development. And to the naked eye, it's a really beautiful complex. There's a lot of land for sale to the left, to the right. If an industry wanted to, go in there and, put up a building and operate out of there, they could certainly do that. I'm turning right. I'm going above and beyond here, folks. I mean, I'm turning into buildings that, nameless, faceless buildings. I don't know what this is. There's no sign. It's a building, there's trucks, there's something going on. What that activity or business is, or, what they do in that particular location, I don't know. To my right is a whole bunch of big trucks. They look like, let's go in here. Nutmeg Truck Centers. Maybe they repair big trucks. To the left of me, let me swing through there because I got to get back up to the industrial park, is Holmgren Subaru. Holmgren Subaru. They sell Subarus here, brand new Subarus. And I believe they have some used vehicles out front too. And they repair and they do everything related to Subarus and probably other cars too. I think if somebody went down there to have a oil change or their car repaired that wasn't a Subaru, I'm sure they'd take care of it. But if you live in the area and you want to buy a Subaru, that's the place to go, right back there. All right, let's go up this big giant hill again. It's a very snaky road, very picturesque. It's a heavily wooded area. It has a kind of a country feel to it. Yet it's an industrial park with gigantic factories and businesses, many of which have no have no names on them, as we've discovered. Frankly, I have no idea what a lot of these companies do. I don't know the names of the companies. I don't know how you would go about finding out. I guess I could look the address up. I could type it into Google and see what pops up. But the one on the right here is a real curious to me, because it's an enormous building and there's no name on it. Nothing. All right, let's take a left. and cover more of the industrial park. Signs keep indicating Dodd Stadium is ahead, but before we get there, we're going to check in with a bunch of other businesses. Maybe some of these will be labeled. Wouldn't it be great? Look at this. I love it. Prime Electric. It's a big sign. It also says Lantern Energy. So Prime Electric is up here. That building right there. It says Prime Electric on it. That's great. Now we know what's going on in this building. And Lantern Energy, that's another company up here. I'm going to turn around. Boy, these places, they see a car coming up here like me, they're wondering what's going on. Who is this guy? I mean, here's a good view right there of Prime Electric in the industrial park in Norwich, Connecticut. So good. Now we finally got the name of one of the businesses up here. Hats off to Prime Electric. All right, straight down the road. And what do we have? Let's find out. All right, another business. Wow, you got to be on your toes around here. This is Anchor Insulation. Okay, good. This company right here, I'm going to swing around. Right there is Anchor Insulation. So 2 in a row, Prime Electric and Anchor Insulation. Good. Makes sense. You know, the building industry, construction. You need electrical work and you need insulation. Perfect. 2 places to go right there. There's an enormous building to my left. It says for lease. I'm not going to go up there. Maybe I should. It's kind of, you know, I don't want to get into one of these situations where I can't, you know, one of these do not enter. It's brand new pavement up here for some reason. Maybe they're rehabbing the building. I'm not going to go around the... Again, it's a nondescript building. Let's look, I guess. We're here. Shipping office. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Let me swing this thing around. Shipping and receiving right there. Another gigantic building. But according to the sign out front, it's for lease right now. Okay, it says Colliers International for lease. Okay, let's roll down the road here and figure out what else we got up at the industrial park. All right, Connecticut and National Guard Norwich Armory to my left. I gotta be careful, it's a military installation. I don't wanna, you know, I don't want to have to go through a situation where there's guards or... Anyways, to the left is the... Oh, wait a minute. I'm discovering all kind of new stuff up here. Private property, no trespassing. Boy, wherever you go, it's like private property. W.B. Mason, a really big building. Again, no windows that I can see, but W.B. Mason. Go around the back and see what we got here. Yeah, big giant W.B. Mason. A lot of receiving and, you know, shipping areas. You can see right there that big truck. Kind of a well-known business in, at least in New England, anyways. I believe they're one of the sponsors of the Boston Red Sox baseball team. WB Mason. Okay, so we covered that. There's another little road. I mean, this is like a real, it's a real matrix of roads around this industrial park. I never realized we're here. I mean, okay, this is a dead end. It's Consumer Avenue. I'm not familiar with this at all, but let's take a drive up. Burns Agency Insurance Incorporated. All right, that's nice. So let's point this thing down. Right there is the Burns Agency Insurance Company. Looks like a beautiful building. If you need insurance, you live in Norwich, this is one of the places you could come and get insurance. And let's see. All right, I'm going to pull in here. ACLS New England. I don't know what ACLS stands for, but there it is. Another shipping and receiving. Okay, wait a minute. AC Linen Supply, LLC. So it's a linen supply company. As I work my way out of this dead end, which is going to enable me to point my camera right at that National Guard building right there. And we're going to work our way up the road here. We're going to cover the rest of these buildings in the Norwich Industrial Park. I mean, I'm doing a thorough job here. Every single road I've seen thus far, I've gone down. Here's another one to the right. Okay, big sign out front. Connecticut Municipal Electric Cooperative. Yeah, I'm not going to go in here. Anyways, there's the building. It says stop. Well, no, I can go in here. I'm going to turn around. Okay. Brand new parking lot, visitor parking. Beautiful, brand spanking new, well, I don't know if it's a brand spanking new building, but it's a new-ish building. It looks nice. And it's clearly labeled with a sign out front. And on the front of it, yeah, let me, I'm gonna get out of here right now. But let me see if I can turn my head around. Connecticut Municipal Electric Energy Cooperative. So, that's the name of the company. And, whoa, I think I'm hitting a real heart of the industrial park. Norwich Beverage Company right here. All visitors will be towed and this and that. And okay, I'm not going to have time to get towed because I'm just driving around. Norwich Beverage Company right there. It's currently functional because there's a lot of cars here and people are working in there. All right, we covered that one. That was a very efficient. See, now if you get a sign out front, a clear description, we can sweep right through real easy. Document the building on video for present and future historic reasons. Take a right here. We have Easter Seals, Capital Region, and Eastern Connecticut. So this is Easter Seals. Let's very quickly. This is on 24 Stott Avenue, by the way. Adult Day Program. I'm going to keep my eyes open here. All right, I'm just going to turn around. But we got to look at that very, very large building. Not many windows, none on the side. There's a door that goes in there. In the industrial park in Norwich, Connecticut. So we'll work our way out of here. Okay, I'll say this for this part of the industrial park. The buildings are labeled very clearly. And that's really beneficial. Especially to a guy like me that's driving around and trying to record the video. And, okay, what do we have on our left? Peter W.M. Manier Jr., CPA Accounting Services, and Eastern Energy Services. So there's an accountant up here. And also Eastern Energy Services right there. So if you need an accountant, there's a gentleman in there that'll take care of you. All right, as we work our way up the road here, I'm going to take a right if I can. I probably can't. I can't get in there. It's closed off, and you probably need you need some kind of a special card to get in there. Dominion Energy, another large structure, another big building. Hardly any windows, if any, and it's clearly marked, which is very nice. All right, finally, on the right. Welcome to Norwich Sea Unicorns. This is Dodd Stadium. Big sign up there. Welcome to Dodd Stadium, Norwich, Connecticut. The Norwich Sea Unicorns. Straight ahead is Dodd Stadium. It's a beautiful minor league baseball stadium. I mean, I've been in there many times. Roger Clemens pitched up here once years ago when he was rehabilitating. The Yankees had a farm system team up here. Senator Thomas J. Dodd Memorial Stadium. Rock the Docks in Norwich is a really fantastic summer concert series. And due to the coronavirus and COVID-19 this year, they moved it up to the stadium here with social distancing incorporated and all that. And it worked out really, really well. It was called Rock the Dodd. Kind of a real creative name and a great idea. And it was pulled off and executed beautifully. I went up there and we had a blast up there. All right, let's go over to, this is Levine Distributors Company, Budweiser, Bud Light. So it's a company that, you know, is a beer distributor. There it is, right there, Levine Distributing Company. Pretty clearly marked. A couple of big horses out front, plastic or fiberglass horses. Okay, let's, there's a kind of a wide shot of Dodd Stadium. And let's take a left. And immediately we have Hartford Healthcare East System Support Office, Administration, Communication, Financial Services, Patient Business Services, and Technology Center. A really cool looking building. Glass structure. There's a sign down here that also indicates that Natchog, a Hartford Health partner, and Joshua Center Thames Valley is also in here. This is a smoke-free and tobacco-free facility. But anyway, it's kind of probably the most interesting-looking bit of architecture we've seen today, as far as I'm concerned. And another wide panoramic shot at Dodd Stadium as I take a left. And we're kind of running out of territory here. The industrial park is coming to an end. To the left of me is a huge field filled with solar panels. Right there, you can't really see, you know, you can just see the front row beyond that chain link fence. But believe me, that is several acres of solar. All right, I'm going to do one final drive through of the kind of the heart of the industrial park. But as far as I know, I don't think I missed a single business. I mean, I covered every single road that was up here. Very, very steep hills up here on this in this location, especially coming into the industrial park. I mean, all these, you see all these big 18-wheeler, gigantic, Mack trucks and everything. And when they first get here, they have to go up this enormous hill, the main entrance. I mean, once you get beyond that, you're in pretty good shape, but there's the National Guard facility up there. They got a lot of solar panels on that building. All right, all these buildings to the left and right we covered on our way up here, but I'm just, this is kind of just a final general sweep through the complex, through the industrial park. This is kind of a general view of what it looks like to be driving through the industrial park in Norwich, Connecticut in September of 2020. Okay, now it's up to 88 degrees, so it's a warm day. It's a nice day. It's a comfortable day. It's summer, and the temperatures indicate as such. Got a medium-sized truck in front of me. I saw him exiting the road where the National Guard is, but there's other businesses back there, so he could be coming from anywhere. The apartment complex to my right. S&S Worldwide building that we covered earlier to my left. Charles River to my left. Thames Printing. Maybe if it's still actually functioning. At one time it was Thames Printing. It could be Thames Printing now, but I don't really know if they're open or not. I don't know if it's a currently active business. Summit Fitness and Sports to my right. There's a dead end to my left. I don't think anything is up there, but you know what? We're here. It says Parkwood Condominiums. All right. I don't know if this technically constitutes the industrial park area, but anyways, these are Parkwood Condominiums right here. No soliciting. So if you plan on doing any soliciting in the future, you're not going to be able to come up here. All right, there's a look at Parkwood Condominiums. I'm going to turn around. They got garages, and they seem to have beautiful vinyl siding on these condos. These look like really nice condominiums. I mean, the grounds are manicured. The buildings are all in perfect condition. Very nice. Very quiet up here. Let me go right. It's probably just going to bring me to the end of that dead end. But you never know. Maybe we'll run into another business or something. Okay, that looks like it's the end right there. So I'm going to turn around. I think that's Ferguson Avenue right there. If that barrier wasn't there. That used to be a through street. At one time you could drive right through there and get on Ferguson Avenue, but I assume if you live on Ferguson Avenue, you wouldn't want that because you would have massive amounts of traffic cutting through there. So it kind of makes sense they blocked that off. It's a gentleman going out for a walk. Alright, let's proceed. Again, there's a shot straight ahead of the Summit Fitness and Sports Complex. Let's take a left and proceed down this huge hill. I mean, this hill is so big, the transmission in your car will just, if you got an automatic, it'll shift around, and you know, this is probably the steepest long hill in Norwich, as far as I know. Veterans of Foreign War establishment on our left. Again, businesses to my left and right that we covered earlier. And we're going to be exiting the industrial park momentarily. We're on our way out of here. So that was a relatively efficient tour as far as I'm concerned. And Charter Oak Bank to my left. Okay, I got a red light here. I'm kind of glad I got a red light. So this is September the year 2020. I am leaving the Stanley Israelite Norwich Business Park, also known as the Industrial Park in Norwich, Connecticut. And that concludes the tour. Thanks for joining me, folks.